बैठ जाएं प्लीज़.
हमारे पास 2 माइक्स हैं लेफ्ट और राइट के ऊपर. प्लीज़ अपना हाथ उठाइएगा, अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कीजिएगा.
I would like to thank the PCB for, and in particular, obviously, Najam for his vision in deciding to play the PSL final here. Because if the PSL final had not been played here, I don't know how easy this would have been. But because it was, and because everybody had the courage and the vision to play it here, that was an absolutely essential and critical step.
आज इस सरजमीन से अमन का पैगाम दुनिया को जा रहा है क्रिकेट के जरिए, क्या कहेंगे इस हवाले से?
Finally, I would like to congratulate the Pakistani people, because without all of you pulling together, cricket wouldn't be back. But can I say how glad and how happy cricket is to be back here?
स्नावला दिनी टीवी से सर आपसे क्वेश्चन है. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले जज क्लार्क साहब से बात हो रही थी, उन्होंने कहा कि टिम पेन यहाँ पे.
The players, of course, you have seen their pictures. They are relaxed, and each one of them knows that this trip is not just about cricket. It's about something more historic, and therefore they have lent their shoulder to this effort, and I'm very grateful to all of them for making this trip. The people of Pakistan welcome them, and we look forward to great performances on the field.
और ये सारे जो यहाँ प्लेयर्स आए हैं, सबको इस बात का एहसास है. सब ने मुझे यही कहा मिलते हुए मैंने कहा.
Extraordinary effort. A lot of courage was needed on the other side to put it all together, and we are really very happy to host the World 11 here. We know that this is a small step in many ways, but a huge leap for Pakistan.
As a captain, you always look for things to try and to leave your mark in what you do in a team. And I thought this was a great opportunity when the coach phoned me and he said he wanted me to captain the side. In a few years' time, when I look back at my career, it will be nice to look at ways of where you had your footprint in the game of cricket, whether that be in your own team and South African team as a captain. But this will certainly be something that in a few years' time, when I sit down with my family, this will be something that I can say it was a huge honor to be a part of that. And that for my own leadership will stand me in good stead. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity to grow myself as a leader, to captain different players, some of the guys that I haven't played with. Asked them on some questions on the conditions. But there's, obviously someone like Imran Tahir is from Pakistan, so he was also very excited to come back, and he brought his whole family with. Myself, I was here with the South African under-19 side 12, 13 years ago. So at the time was a huge learning curve for me, because it was the first time that I was touring the subcontinent. I remember that it was the hottest place that I've ever been to at the time. And that was all things that I remember back now into my cricket career. So it's great to be back here, obviously, after all these years, and as Andy said, a one step in the right direction. For now, this is obviously a very personal decision for players to come over and play cricket here in Pakistan. When it comes to playing for South Africa, that's not a decision that I make. That's a decision that the people, the powers, maybe the boards, obviously the president, the coaches, that decision will have to be made by them. But in the short term, obviously, there's no scheduled tournament for South Africa and Pakistan to play each other, only in South Africa. So I'd assume that the the next guys that will come here, I'll be done by then because I'm too old.
And given the level of political involvement that would be necessary to get Indian players over here and playing, we thought it was simplest to select from the other major test nations.